This is Stan Husted for What It Takes Radio, and I welcome you to the final edition of What It Takes Radio for a while. We're probably going to come back as What It Takes Radio, but we're going to come back in a unique and different way. I trust you listened to the little musical introduction, and it was done by a friend of mine from an old song which most of you have probably heard at one time in your life. It's an old Shaker song, and it's simply called, It's a Gift to Be Simple. It's a gift to be simple. It's a gift to be free. It's a gift to come down where we ought to be. Well, obviously I don't sing it with the best of them, but it's truly heartfelt. Now, one of the reasons I began the program with that is a long, long time theme song of mine. You see, one of the things I really challenge myself and challenge other people to do is in your life and business, find a song that's somewhere in the world out there that people can access, or perhaps if you're really good and clever, you'll create one yourself, and something good will happen because of that. That's just something that I encourage you to think about. And I decided on that old hymn, that old song, It's a Gift to Be Simple. I wonder if you remember or know some of the words that were involved in that song. It goes something like this. It's a gift to be simple. It's a gift to be free. It's a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we come down in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. So we turn, until we come down in the place just right. And I've oftentimes said, wouldn't it be nice if life was simple? Wouldn't it be nice if life is where you want to be? Wouldn't it be nice if you came down in the place just right? Well, that's the goal of what we're all about. That's when I had Pressed Toward the Mark and the PTM group, and now What It Takes. What does it take to have a life? It's a gift to be simple. It's a gift to be free. It's a gift to come down where we ought to be, in the place just right. And we're going to try and continue to help people do that and find ways to be free and come down in the place just right. But like everybody else, if you really are changing, you are continually changing, and you're continually reinventing, you're continually experimenting. And What It Takes Radio has been an experiment. We said that from the very beginning, just as much of our life is an experiment. And we've learned a great deal about this new thing that will dominate much of media communication in the future, and that is Internet on-demand radio. That's what you're listening to. That's what you're involved in. Many of the traditional radio and television stations are going to go away. Many of the cable networks will die. Many people will just watch the TV they want on limited subscription Internet outlets, or they'll even get it free on Internet outlets. And many people will simply find a way to find the program and the music they want on the Internet. And all of those great big transmitters and towers that are a part of what I used to love in radio. I mean, let me tell you, I was driving a 500,000 watt radio station that took so much electricity that you had to have 2 diesel engines to make it go. And there were 7 700-foot towers pulsing that stuff into the universe. And there were people listening, literally from all over the world. And now people can listen from all over the world simply because they have a smartphone, and I have a microphone, and a Mac computer. That's all it takes. And it's all it takes for you, too. So what we're going to do is we're going to sign off for a while, because we want to come back with something much more specific. We've been talking about being a spirit-led entrepreneur, and we were challenged by somebody who said, why don't you just come right out and say it? You're of the Christian faith, and you're going to try and help people do what they were made to do, to come down in the place just right. Everybody, God wants them to be an entrepreneur. If they aren't one, He wants them to think like one. And you are in the business of helping people become Christian entrepreneurs. So why don't you come right out and say it? We just did. We're going to take some time off and learn from what happened. We had some real successes with this experiment, and we had a number of failures. In doing so, we learned a lot, and now we'll change that. In doing so, we attracted people who knew a lot more than we knew. Isn't that nice? It's nice to know. It's nice to be smart enough to know what you don't know. The problem is, most of us don't know what we don't know. And if we're graced, we'll actually find somebody who will help us discover what we don't know and know that it's important. And if we're truly wise, we will listen to the people who know what we don't know so that we might know it too. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take some time. Rob, my faithful producer, is probably going to join us. He's thinking about where life and the right thing is leading him. Dan will be working some things. Peter will be joining us. And there's some new people who are going to join us. And we're going to have a worldwide network of people who are seeking wisdom, insight, and truth. That's the same thing. But our first radio program will be, in effect, The Christian Entrepreneur Online. The Christian Entrepreneur Online. And it will be a series of radio programs, videos, classes and courses and connections for you, the Christian entrepreneur. You either want to be, are being, or are seeking to be. We're going to be there to help you. But it's going to take a while. We're going to open up later in the summer, early in the fall, and we will do it just right, putting in effect all of the things we've learned. There will be not only the radio program, there will be some video spectaculars, there will be some showcases, there will be a book which we're writing right now based on a long time thinking from me and my friend Tim and a few other people called God Wants You to Be an Entrepreneur. That's right, God wants you to be an entrepreneur. Exclamation point, question mark. That's right. And we're going to explore that. And then, along with my colleagues, we're going to be there to help you make your mark in the marketplace as a God-led, God-inspired, God-equipped, courageous, risk-taking entrepreneur. That's going to happen. It'll happen later in the summer. Perhaps it'll happen maybe even in the early fall. But we don't come back until we're ready to bring full value and life to you. So there we go, my friends. We're going to sign off. I always look for a song, and I'm an old guy. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to kind of end this thing with that old song from the 50s, which I remembered, which has been updated, and Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, they updated it even in their reinvention of themselves. So here we go. I'm Stan Houston for What It Takes Radio, soon to be, by God's good grace and your participation, and we really mean that. We want you to participate in the Christian Entrepreneur Online, coming your way soon. As I said, we'll see you soon, perhaps in September. All the best and blessings, and bye for now.
I'll be alone each and every night.